As a whole, I believe our nation is facing a very large health crisis, mainly because most people are not getting their fill of vitamins and minerals. And if not careful, like us, our goats can suffer very damaging consequences when their vitamins and minerals are not what they should be. And your goats rely on you to give them what they need. But what is goat mineral? Goat mineral is a supplement fortified with vitamins and minerals for sound growth. It also fosters optimal conditions for reproduction and enhances show appearance. In other words, goat mineral is really, really important. Without it, your goats will battle parasites, breeding and pregnancy and kidding problems, and just general health issues. So what do you need to know? Here are some important goat mineral information and guidelines. This is the most important information you need to know about goat mineral. First, know your area and its deficiencies. You can follow the link below called Mineral Resources Online Spatial Data to find out the levels of minerals in your area. This is so very, very important to know. Also, contact your local extension office. They are very happy to help. The county I live in is the biggest county in Montana, and Montana is really big already. So I wanted to know specifically for our area what minerals we were low on, and they were very happy to help. You also want to offer loose mineral free choice at all times. This goat mineral feeder is a great choice. It's efficient and it's easy to make, and it's also low cost. But you can buy other types of mineral feeders as well. This next tip is so important. When you go out to buy some goat mineral, you have to buy mineral specifically for goats. Do not buy mineral labeled sheep and goat mineral. This mineral does not have enough copper because it is toxic to sheep, but goats need copper in their diet. The mineral that you choose also needs to have the proper ratio of about 2 parts calcium to 1 part phosphorus. You can also consider adding Diamond V yeast culture in a separate mineral feeder along with the goat mineral. It will give your goats an added boost with extra protein and vitamins. It also aids in the digestion by increasing the ruminal yeast and bacteria and helps the goats to better utilize their food. Our goats love it. It is on the spendy side, but a bag lasts a long time and it is well worth the investment. We have found that adding this supplement helps in several areas. There's just better health overall. There's better milk production, shinier coats in the summer, and thicker coats in the winter. And a healthier animal will fight off disease and pests in a much better and proactive way. Another thing to consider when thinking about minerals is that your water source could actually affect the absorption and use of minerals in your goat's body and actually bind the very minerals that they desperately need to be healthy. In fact, we finally realized that our well water is high in sulfur and iron, which inhibits the absorption of other minerals such as copper, leading to deficiency. We now supplement with copper on a regular basis using copper boluses. I have a video on my channel with more and specific information about how your water source could be affecting your goats and what to do about it. Here is one word of caution. Do not buy mineral blocks for several reasons. They are a great stepping stool for cute kids, and cute kids poop on them. They are too hard on a goat's teeth. You don't want chipped goat teeth. They are also not efficient enough for a goat to have the intake needed. Their soft tongues are not made to lick on a hard mineral block like a cow's tongue is. Also, do not top dress a goat's feed with minerals. They will not get adequate benefit from this method. It must be offered as free choice, loose mineral at all times. Here are a few more tips. When you put out your minerals, do not mix anything with the minerals. Your goats may begin to pick and choose, or it may not get mixed well enough, and then they don't actually get what they need. If you do choose to give several supplements, put each in their own container, and the goats will use what they need. Another tip is to also offer baking soda because of its many health benefits it actually will give them. And although I just mentioned this, provide it in an additional container, and likewise for anything else you want to offer your goats free choice. For instance, baking soda is high in sodium, and if mixed with the minerals, the goats would end up consuming less minerals, which you don't want. Another tip is to never force feed salt. It is already a part of the loose mineral mix that you are already offering on a free choice basis. Heavily salted rations cause goats to eat less, and a pregnant doe who consumes too much salt may have other problems like edema, which is an accumulation of fluids. Are you a fact finder and love to learn as much as you can about something? Me too. If you are, I got you covered. Let's learn some more. Why do our domestic goats need minerals? A goat's natural habitat in the wild is either the desert or mountainous regions. In my area, there are no wild mountain goats happily frolicking around. Why? Because our area does not support the nutritional needs of a goat. And when we confine our animals to small places, they are not allowed to browse and graze and move on to the next location to continue finding and eating the foods that they need. What do the desert and mountain areas provide naturally for a goat? They provide mineral deposits in the rocks that they can lick. They also provide an abundance of evergreens and fresh natural water sources. Also, you need to know what mineral deficiencies look like. Every time you are out with your goats, you need to be using your 5 senses. Watch and observe each one of your goats so that you know immediately if something is wrong. There are many different minerals that your goats can become deficient in, and they each have different symptoms of deficiency. It's basically a long list, and I'm not sure how to make that interesting in a video. So I'm going to put that list below the video so that you can look over that and become very familiar with the deficiencies. Nutrition for people and animals is complex and requires a lot of information, study, and training to get it right. It is never advised to mix your own rations and rations for animals because so many things can go wrong. I wouldn't even know where to begin to mix my own minerals. But we also have a responsibility to learn as much as possible and to keep a close eye on our animals for symptoms and changes in their diet, behavior, and their surroundings. You don't want to be well on your way through a cold winter or during kidding season to find that your goats are starving for nutrition. Prevention is so much easier than trying to figure out exactly what you are dealing with. Those situations are scary, frustrating, and can become quite costly. So get your goat mineral out to your goats. They will thank you, and you will have truly healthy goats. And the worst of your problems will be whose ears to scratch first.